Hey, what's up, traders that watch this video for Tuesday, July 27th? The SPY is just sort of melting up. Another narrow range day, another low volume summer trading day, but a strong day overall. I mean, if you look at the overall market, I'm a day trader, so I look at what did I do intraday because nothing else really matters to me since I'm in cash every night. A couple of highlights from today. Really, my favorite call from today was NCTY Raju in chat. Hope I'm saying that name right. Call it basically right there where my cursor is, 1025 idea. Actually, let me move it right there with the high of day just above. Bitcoin plays were really strong, and then it just absolutely ripped. That was a neat little call. BT was pointed out several times on pullback plays and stuff too. I don't have either one of those two, NCTY or BT on watch, because it looks like in after hours, Amazon came out and denied that they're going to be taking Bitcoin anytime soon or something. Don't quote me on that. I'm going by what I think I heard, and the Bitcoin play is kind of getting slapped a little bit in after hours. So I have them on charts off to on my one monitor, but they're not going to make the watch list because of that after hours headline, unless things change overnight and they say something, to the contrary, right? And I had a nice little trade in NRXP as well. Robin called this through 22 right there. I thought that was a neat idea. I agree with her. And it doesn't look like much, but it went pretty quickly to 23.77 before coming back down. So that's just a perfect example of a day trade. Recent high flyer on watch. Then you had the gap down, the whole number where it opened, and the high of day above. So you had a few reasons to jump into that. And again, it made a quick $1.77 move, probably in just a couple minutes. I thought that was a nice little heads up by Robin. And what are we watching for tomorrow? NAOV, weird looking chart, right? But had the big rip on Friday, then the gap up, and then the kind of tank today. But if I try to look where it closed and where the crowd is, right? So you still have a lot of longs that are doing okay, and you got a lot of shorts that are doing okay. It's kind of in the middle of its 2-day range, maybe a little bit below the middle. But because of the action in it, I'm a day trader. I think it's absolutely worth watching tomorrow. NURO, I do not love this one. Had this crazy move. Now you got 3 days lower on declining volume. It just goes on bounce watch, and you guys in the chat room know. I know some people that watch these videos are not members, and other people are in our chat room because I make the videos available to everybody. You guys in the chat room know that I don't love this one. It's just still, I feel like it has to come in a little bit, right? It's a squinky trader too, but we'll keep our eyes on it, right? And you guys know what I'm looking for as far as an intraday setup goes. NRXP had the big 2-day move from basically like 10 to over 25. Today had the gap down. I already talked about the trade in it today, the call by Robin. But still, you look where it closed and look at the big move over the last few days. It's still kind of holding up pretty well. And today was pretty low volume. So I am putting that on bounce watch for tomorrow. Again, you guys know the intraday setups that I watch if you're in the chat room. CEMI, weird chart. I talked about this in the video this weekend. Nothing pretty about the chart, but at the same time, this went from like $2 to almost $7.50, and now it's fallen for 3 sessions, and it's still above where it started. So I am going to watch it for one of our bounce play setups. IPA, big rip. Let's see, this would have been Thursday. Gap down on Friday, gap down today, but it's still well above where it started, and it goes on bounce watch, right? AEHR, just another bounce play. Big move, few days lower. This one actually kind of getting into that buy zone we like too, so that one goes on bounce watch. SPRT, I don't love this setup at all because I liked it coming into today, and then it gapped up, which took some of the steam out of it. I never took a trade in it and sold off, but it's been holding up. It's been pretty strong this last week, right? So we are going to keep that on watch for a potential A+ intraday setup. APT, one of the mask plays, had the big rip on Friday, and then today just kind of a quiet day. We are seeing a lot of potential mask news coming out, so I am going to watch it tomorrow. AHPI sort of falls in that category, and it's holding up okay. Again, it started at 4 and went all the way to 11.50. Does seem to have found support at the 20-day and showed some strength today. And after hours right now, it's trading at 647, so a small gap up. We'll just see how it acts tomorrow. We're going to make sure that gives us an A+ setup, or I won't be taking it. XBIO, not a pretty chart. They had the weird topping tail yesterday, and the gap up today and pop, but then reversed. So absolutely don't love this one, but I'm a day trader. I'm going to put it on a chart. And then a few interesting stocks. FTEK closed at $1.90. As I'm talking to you right now in after hours, it's trading at 245. It was almost 280 a little bit ago. So potential gapper on news tomorrow. I think they had a contract. CERC, nothing pretty here, but in after hours trading at 321. It was up over 350. So potentially, if it holds up, potential gap and go tomorrow. And then these are all three gappers. This FTEK, FTEK, EYEG, and then, or CERC, sorry, and then this EYEG is trading in after hours at 615 right now. So potential gapper tomorrow too on news in after hours. We'll find other gappers in the pre-market as well. Now remember, it's trading pretty thin out there. I mean, it's pretty dead. So it's a great time of the year to exercise being patient and not taking trades unless you get an A+ setup. I mean, it's a skill that every trader needs to learn, or you're not going to make it in this business anyway. So it's a great time to do that. Make sure that something has volume and passion, or it's a recent high flyer and it's an A+ intraday setup, because it's a typical thing for a trader to do, is to get bored in a lower volume environment and overtrade a market that shouldn't be overtraded, right? I am way past the point where I feel like I need to be in something, but most traders feel like, well, hey, if I'm not in something, I'm not making money. I'd rather not be in anything than I would rather, than to be in something where it's going against me. So, really work on that skill, being in nothing unless and until you get an A+ setup. Simple as that. All right, anyway, I'm done babbling. We'll see you guys in the chat room in the morning.